Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Astronauts Without Helmets. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive on Reddit. I'm Kevin, and this is my co-host PJ.
What's up, y'all?
Perfect. So, first one that we're going to have come in today is from dating advice. Title is Did I Cross a Line on My Date Last Night? Hello, 30M here on an alternate account. I need some advice. A few days ago, I matched with a 27F on Bumble. The conversation was good, friendly, but not flirty. But we got along. Last night, we agreed to hang out, and she invited me over. I went over and we chilled for a bit. Then I asked her what she was after what she was after from Bumble. It was a general convo at this point.
Real quick, I feel like that's one of those questions that should definitely be asked before you meet up. Because it's like, hey, what are you here for? Because like, if you're just there to fuck and they're like trying to meet their forever person, then like, you're already in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, at the same time though, when I was on the dating sites looking for people, I was like, hey, shorty, what that butt do? Like, it's just like, it's not like, hey, are you trying to meet your person? I was very much like, I am trying to stick my unit into your unit.
On that topic, if you guys want, you can request your metadata from literally from Tinder,
Oh yeah.
and it shows you like what your best openers were. My best opener was literally what that thing do, and they get the best openers by the amount of responses you get by that opener.
Really?
Oh wow.
So yeah, you can request your data completely for free, and you can put it
I got
in and
banned,
check
so
everything
I
out.
can't- I don't think I can do any of that.
How do
Yeah.
you get banned on fucking?
I don't know.
I've heard of people getting banned for like some soliciting their OnlyFans and shit.
But on that topic, Kevin, here it is right here. She told me that she was after friends and fuck buddies. Parentheses.
Hell yeah.
I'm moving cities soon, so this worked better for me.
Get it, sis?
Oh yeah, okay. So they did say what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, he says, I asked her what she sees in me, and she said, I like to get to know someone as a friend before I fuck them. I jokingly said, it's okay to friend zone me, and she said, I'm not. I just don't want people to think that I'm only good for one thing. And I
I
said,
will say
that's fair
kind
enough.
of an asshole thing to say though. Oh, I want to
Yeah.
get to know you as a friend before I fuck you.
Yeah, like I
Oh,
don't
so we're
wanna-
just gonna be friend zoned?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah. Anyways, conversation continues for a few hours. Eventually, she comes up and says she's cold, and she initiates cuddles. Whilst cuddling, she's going through her phone and proceeds to show me her nudes and starts to tell me how much she loves sex and it's an addiction of hers.
Hell yeah.
I jokingly
Marry
and
her.
now I jokingly and now also somewhat horny after she showed me her nudes said, I'm addicted too, but in a sarcastic tone, as if to say, yeah, let's just have sex then. She laughed and that was it. We start spooning after this, and she said, the best thing I can
I
do
love
is
spooning
this.
with my friends.
Literally, she says, the best thing I can do is this, and she pushes her butt into me and starts grinding. I said, it's your fault if I get horny, trying to be playful about it, hoping that there's like, that's the point type of respond, but she just
Right.
laughs. We spoon for a bit. I'm rubbing her leg and the outside of her thigh, and I also think the vibe's good, so I went to kiss her neck. She pulled away from me and said, no, I don't want to. I said, that's all good, and won't try it again. Got a little bit confused, but I figured she changed her mind, so I didn't think much about it. She then moved back to continue cuddling. I noticed she was getting really sleepy, and I said, I'll go home so you can get some sleep, and tried to get up. But she pulled herself towards me and said, no, not yet. I like the cuddles. I tried to make them cozy, held her tight, and then started getting tired myself. And I said, I need to go because I need to sleep. Got up, gave her a hug goodbye, and left.
Real quick, I feel like she's just lonely.
Yeah, I'm so
Like,
caught off guard with this.
To me, it sounds like she just really wants some company,
yeah,
like some physical intimacy, but doesn't want to get fucked.
and say that it's not that hard. It's 2025, bitch. Say
Yeah.
what you want. You don't need to be like, oh yeah, I really want to fuck, but I don't want to fuck, but I want you to fuck, but
Well,
don't
see-
fuck me, but touch me.
See, like she might even be like, DTF, but it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, I just want to see if like cuddling is an option.
Dude,
but like,
yeah.
then there's like the grinding thing, but it's like at the same time, being on a receiving end of someone put their butt on you, it's like,
I'm gonna get hard.
well, that, and it's like any sort of movement is going
Yeah.
to feel like grinding. And it's
Yeah.
like she could probably not even intentionally be doing that shit.
While showing you her nudes and saying, I'm addicted to sex.
Yeah, guess what? I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
Throw in the Donald Trump meme.
I'm gonna come.
Then to continue it, this morning, I woke up and got a message from her saying that she said that she thought I was going to rape her and she didn't like my
Whoa.
behavior.
Wait, is
I
this my
genuinely
ex?
had no clue where this came from and didn't know what to say.
Holy
That's
fuck,
fucking
dude.
crazy.
Yeah, no, that's insane. Like, how are you just gonna like boldly say that to someone? Even if you thought that,
Yeah.
I feel like you just kind of like just block the person and move on. Like, straight up be like, hey, I thought you were gonna fucking commit a felony on me is
Right.
wild.
But yeah, to continue, um, she said that I creeped her out by saying it's her fault if I get horny, and she said it made her feel like I was going to rape her. She said I held her tight during cuddles and that it was my way of showing her that she can't get away.
Bitch, you showed me the nudes on your phone and then told me you're addicted to sex. What am I supposed to do? You're like, oh yeah, I'm addicted to cock. Well, here's some cock. What? Hello?
No, don't touch me.
Oh, she. That's so crazy. I told her as a reminder that I tried to leave, and she told me not to go.
Yeah.
And then that was when I
Yeah,
tried to
I
kiss
completely
her.
forgot about that part.
Yeah, yeah.
She straight up said, no, please don't leave.
Yeah.
Then I tried to kiss her, and that she said no, and that I didn't make another move. She then said, "You can't even look inward and see that you've made another female uncomfortable. You're a creep, and you're dangerous."
Pause. She gets off on making men feel weaker.
Oh,
Entirely
it's some
possible.
sort of weird like
It's a weird kink.
femdom
Like,
thing.
yeah.
Again, super confused. I apologized to her for the horny comment, said that I was trying to be cheeky, but I obviously suck at that kind of talk. She said, quote, "You've probably raped other women before. I just had to lay there while you rubbed my legs and waited for you to leave. I bet you've raped them and you didn't even know."
What the
Brother,
fuck?
he tried to leave.
Yeah.
But afterwards, he says, "Not once did she ask me to leave. And again, when I tried to leave, she said not yet." Anyways, the conversation went in circles. I'm in a living nightmare right now being accused of a rapist, and it's made me sick to my stomach. All I could do was explain to her over and over again that I tried to respect her boundaries and apologize for the kiss. She then said, quote, "I told you I didn't want people to think that I was good for sex, and you made me feel gross with the horny comment."
Yeah, but I'm addicted to it, and here's my nudes.
Yeah, you kind of initiated it all.
Yeah, she says that, OP says it got to the point where I got frustrated, called her psychotic, and that she's a dangerous person. And if this is how she thinks slash acts, but then I blocked her. Anyways, what the fuck did I do wrong? I've been out of the dating pool for so long and I have zero idea what happened here. This terrifies me. Is there anything that I've done wrong or that I need to work on?
Yeah, you trusted a woman. That was your first problem.
I mean, I think the only thing you can really say is first dates belong at coffee houses and
Yeah.
like nothing that costs more than $10. If you're on a first date, you shouldn't be going to someone's house. You're just asking for problems.
Yeah, like we're not doing anything crazy. We're going to meet in a public place where I know that you're not going to try and kill me.
Now, but like he like OP said was like, oh, they were kind of already under the assumption that they just wanted to bone. So it's
Yeah.
like maybe OP thought like, oh, this is just gonna be a quick fling, and then he gets there. This is kind of what I took it
Yeah.
as. And then she's like, well, I don't want to fuck just yet, but I'm not against fucking.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
Now here's all my nudes. Look how hot
But
I'm.
yeah, the nude, the cuddling, and the pushing your butt on him is kind of weird.
Yeah. No, I feel like
in general, most men know when a woman is backing it up on you. That means it's more than just cuddling.
yeah, that's fair. What do the comments say about this? Is that the end of the post?
Oh no, we got plenty of comments
Oh.
here. Number one, saying just stay away from her. She sounds like an absolute psycho, showing you nudes, initiating cuddles, grinding on you, then saying that you dodged a bullet. Save the messages that said that she thought you were going to rape her seriously.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
And then the vast
Cover
majority of
your
people,
ass.
Yeah,
literally,
big time.
vast majority of people are just saying, yeah, it's very weird that she's teasing you, putting out all these vibes, and then plays victims. I mean, come on, hell no. Don't play around with this one. She's nuts. And then some of these are make sure you're not on the gossip apps that they'd be running.
Oh, did you
that
hear
tea
about
app.
yeah, T? Fucking people got hella docs. They were posting
Yeah.
the pictures of like all the women that verified and like different chat logs and shit. And it's basically just like, oh, this dude ghosted me after our first date. He's terrible. Here's his address and home phone number. It's like,
That's crazy.
dude, it's insane. And like the amount of people that are just like no offense to people that are just like absolute hogs talking trash about like
Yeah.
normal looking people and just like blowing them a new fucking asshole is insane.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Could you imagine being this guy and you download the T app to see what people have said about you? And this lady's on here saying he's a rapist. He raped me that night,
Yeah.
blah, blah,
Fucking
blah.
crazy.
Dude, that'd be fucking bonkers. Like, just imagine, like, you piss someone off at the grocery store and they have your name.
Yeah.
Like anybody could just post your shit on there and just ruin it. Like, maybe that's why I can't get a girlfriend. So I pissed a girl off, and she's like, "No, this person actually punches puppies."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So next one is going to come straight out of here from just the advice subreddit. Title: Girl lied about her age.
Oh no.
This reads, Girl lied about her age. I, 17M, have gone on a few dates with a girl. She said that she was turning 16 in December. Multiple conversations suggest that this is how old she was. She also looks that age. Turns out she's 13. We have kissed, but nothing further. I had absolutely no clue and would never do anything to someone that young. I'm very concerned about all this and the rumors spreading and the possible legal trouble.
Wait, hold up.
Obviously,
How old was OP?
17.
Big issue. Yeah, keep
Yeah.
going.
Said, obviously, I'm cutting it off and plan to never speak of this, but I'm worried that word might get out and I feel like it could just be over for me. She lied to me. I feel manipulated and I'm just looking for advice on how to defend myself from this.
Run as far away as you
Yeah, either just run completely, find a good place to bury a 4-foot body, or tell that lady's parents and be like, "Hey, so
Yeah.
here's the proof that she said she's this age."
Yeah, covering your own ass is probably the only thing you can do correctly, especially like go to her parents. Because I mean, all you did was kiss her, so it's not like what it could be.
Right. I mean, there's parents that kiss their kids on
Yeah.
the lips. Like it's
So, like-
it's weird as fuck, but it's not the weirdest
agree.
fucking thing.
Tom Brady mentioned.
Well, we're not trying to rub each other's pecs.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just try and cover your bases, go talk to their mom or dad and be like, hey, I didn't know she was 13. We went on a date and we shared a kiss. Nothing else happened. I just don't want any repercussions from this because I didn't know she was 13.
Yeah, you should talk to her about lying about her age. She's gonna get herself hurt.
Yeah.
I think
That's prison and jail time.
I mean, don't even put it on like what could happen to you.
Yeah.
Just straight up be like, no, someone who's not a kind individual could take full advantage of this person. Because like, it's honestly, it's the power dynamic. If someone wanted to, it's like, it's game over. It's like at least this person, if this is the route they would choose to go, would be like looked at as like, well, at least they tried to make an attempt. They stopped communications and they told that person's authority.
Right.
Yep. Number one comment says, your defense is that once you found out, you never spoke another word to her again.
Yep.
Can't go back in time, but you made appropriate decisions on what you did and what you can do now, depending on how your parents handle things.
Yeah.
And some of these people are just saying block and move on. This person saying, check ID from now on. I am serious.
Yeah, because at 13 you have a fucking driver's license, you fucking doorknob.
No, but at 13 you can get an identification card. But if someone's
yeah,
not
how many
willing to
people
show you
actually-
their ID, then it's like, first of all, that'd be kind of fucking weird because like that has your home address on it.
Yeah.
But like,
Show me your school ID.
Literally, that's what I was just thinking. Every school has a school ID.
well, yeah, that's another option because like he said he's 17, he's probably still in high school.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a foolproof plan right there. It's a lot harder to feel like to fake a fucking US school ASB card than
Right.
it was because like why would you even? But yeah, no, realistically, the only thing you could really do is just distance yourself and whatever damage control you feel is necessary.
Yeah. I would tell my own parents at that point too and be like, hey, this is what happened. I didn't know she was 13.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's definitely a conversation
your
that should be
parents-
had between the parents.
Yeah.
I mean, or like I said, go out on the totally left hook field and just fucking shallow hole
Yeah.
murder a child. But like, I mean, dude, like even with the whole ID thing, it's like I had a cousin that was in the army and like he was out partying at the bar and this girl was like 16 or 17 and had a fake ID
That's crazy.
and fucking her parents ended up finding out and he ended up going to fucking prison and getting I don't know if it's court-martialed, but he had to go through like the fucking army fucking legal system and got discharged and all that shit. It's fucking terrible.
That's a shit show.
Yeah, all because someone lied about their fucking shit.
All right, next one's going to come from the dating advice subreddit. This one reads, title, ex-girlfriend won't stop harassing me after I dated her boyfriend. Hi,
Jesus
I'm,
Christ.
Ex-girlfriend won't stop harassing me
So
after.
she's bi, is what I'm getting from it.
So either the OP is a female and bi, or he's a male and bi.
Yeah.
But
So,
take your pick. But no, it starts out, hi, I'm 21, female.
there it is.
A few months ago, went on a date with a guy I met on a dating app. Things went well, and we started dating. After about 2 months, I found out he already had a girlfriend, not an ex like he told me. I broke things off with him
Oh.
immediately, blocked his number, cut all contact, but then his girlfriend started messaging me. She said they got back together, and since then, she's been harassing me nonstop. She's sending me messages, calling me names, and just not leaving me alone. Out of frustration, I put her number on some escort service websites as payback.
That
Now I
escalated
feel
quickly.
conflicted. I know what she's doing to me is wrong, but I also know that what I did isn't the best way to handle it. What should I do?
Hey, you know the one. You know what? You know.
When
Two wrongs make a wrong. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, did two wrongs make a right? Because I would do the same.
two lefts make a right. No, that's too fucking far.
Maybe
You're
a
gonna
bar
put their
bathroom.
phone number on escort sites.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like that's fucking nuts. That's almost as bad as like selling your fucking email to fucking scammers.
Yeah.
However, I think if you didn't know, you didn't know. And then on top of it,
Agreed.
if like you don't have, it was her ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriend or current boyfriend.
It was just some dude that she went on a date with said that he had an ex, and then after the date didn't go well, he got back with his ex, and then she started messaging this girl.
So she has no relationship to the other girl.
None.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's psychotic behavior.
Is that my ex?
Honestly, the best advice you can do is block both of them and continue your life.
Yeah. Dip out and leave forever.
Yeah, because I mean, unless it's like to the point of threatening, then you go to the police. But like, if it's just straight up like, "Oh, you're a cunt, bitch. He likes me better. Your booty ain't
Right.
shit." Just block
hit
it
her
and move
back
on.
with a who's got a better coochie.
I do think that the escort site, that's horrible.
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
not
Yeah,
right.
Like I think that could be a little too far. Because
it could be. I'm pretty sure that's too far, dude.
dude, like the bar bathroom is one thing, PJ, but dude, the website where all these men are specifically trying to just like hook up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, next one we got here. Dating advice again. We've been in a situationship for 9 months. I want us to be official, but she refuses. Hi everyone. I, male 30, have been seeing a girl, her, female 24, for 9 months. We've been in an exclusive situationship. We say, I love you. We've lived together for 2 weeks and basically act like a couple in every way, except we're not officially in a relationship. I just want to say, you're in a relationship. If you
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
saying you love each other and you're living
Yeah, literally,
together,
when you
You're
said
sharing
that,
a
I was
roof.
like, that definitely, that's where the line got drawn, is because it's like, hey, there's one thing to be like, oh, hey, love you, just as like casual, but like normally that's discussed as like, hey, this
Yeah.
is this, because like I have friends that I say I love you to. I
Yeah.
have female friends that I say I love you to, and it's like, no, there's a strict line.
Yeah. It's pretty black and white.
Yeah, 9 months is a long time. I've never heard of a exclusive situationship.
And
that sounds kind of like an oxymoron.
is there more to read there? No, or do you want
oh
me to
yeah,
keep
I was
going?
just stopping there for a second. I've told her that I want us to make it official, but it would help me feel more secure, because it would help me feel more secure and fully invested in her. Her response is that she wants to get to know me better first. That when we do become
Oh,
a
live
couple,
together.
and just say you love each other. Um, anyway, she said that she wants to get to know me better first, so that when we do become a couple, it will be long term, maybe even for life. Another factor is that her father passed away a year ago, and she says it's been hard for her to emotionally commit since then. Here is where my doubts come in. This dude's got bullet points. He's ready. She has crossed the line multiple times with her exes in clubs while we were exclusive. Two of her closest male friends are in love with her, but she doesn't tell them about us because she doesn't want to hurt their feelings. She often lets herself be approached or flirted with when we go out. She even told me that when she's officially in a relationship, she's super loyal, doesn't mess around in clubs, and cuts ties with guys who are in love with her. But since she doesn't consider us official, she doesn't apply any of those same boundaries.
That's the last of the bullet points.
Yeah.
So her father died over a year ago or within the year?
I believe it was passed away a year ago.
And they've been going out for 9 months.
Yes.
Bro,
With-
she's hoeing. She's working through it.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say she's hoeing, but like she's working through it, man. Like it's like you just had someone important die.
My dad died. Now I need 14 dicks.
God damn it, PJ.
I do not stand by these statements.
I'm just more or less thinking like, someone very important who, it sounds like she obviously not a good experience having your father die. Like, so it's like, there's probably like a piece where it's like, hey, I'm sad. Somebody who really cares about me. I feel like shit. I don't feel important.
Yeah.
And granted, from the dude's perspective, he's probably like, I'm trying to make you feel important. Why am I'm not good enough? And it's like not
Because you're not good
grasping
enough.
the concept of like it's bigger than him.
Uh-huh.
And so it's like you have to be respectful of that healing process.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be complicit. Remove yourself. If you're not comfortable with that, get out.
Yeah, I think that the hanging out with these other dudes who like her, and that
she wants
want to
attention.
tell them she wants the attention. The attention is helping her get through whatever she's going through.
Right.
So like, I get where she's coming from, but she should also be nice enough to be able to say that to him. At least I would think.
There's also that you don't know. She might not realize it, right?
Yeah, that's
because like people aren't always as hyper aware as we like to think we are. We do a lot of things that kind of just seem normal because it's us that to somebody else is like, wow, that's fucking rude. So I think it might be one of those situations where it's like, hey, I'm not actually fucking people, but like I'm entertaining, and crossing the line could be anything from what? Kissing, grinding. Like it doesn't sound like they straight up said like they had sex. Crossing the line is kind of vague. So unless we come to discover like she fucked somebody, it's like, I think he needs to take a chill pill. And if he's not comfortable with the situation where it's sitting and how it's being reciprocated, then you need to remove yourself.
Yeah, I mean
oh, sorry.
Say if I'm this guy, right? I'm 30. He's 24. I feel like I'm cutting it there. She's a little too young. She's got her own life going on.
I mean, me and my wife, she's 26 and I'm 30. But at the same time, though, like I told my wife when we met that I wasn't looking for anything serious, and we hung out for a year plus before anything got serious.
Clothes.
Because I
Married, by the way.
working through my own shit.
Yeah.
And it just didn't make sense to hop into a relationship. So what we don't know is maybe she just got out of a big relationship on top of having her dad pass.
Possibly.
And so this could just be her time if she's feeling out these other players, I guess you could say. Because I mean, I was kind of in the same boat. Like I was talking to my wife, but I had other people I was talking to, but my wife was the only one that was serious. The rest were all just kind of there.
Yeah.
And nothing ever came of that. And then my wife and I got more serious once I kind of worked through my shit, and now look where we are. You know?
Yeah. Now you got a baby.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of people are in the same vein as you guys. One of these comments, dude, she's literally told you she acts completely different when she's officially in a relationship, but won't give you that title after 9 months. That's not about needing more time. That's about her wanting to have her cake and eat it too. The whole getting to know you thing is bullshit. You've been living together and saying I love you.
I forgot about that whole getting
She
to know
knows
you
you
part.
plenty well enough, and she just likes having the freedom to flirt with and keep her male orbiters around without technically cheating.
Look, dog, if you're that worried about it, just tell her you want to open a relationship.
True, done.
To me, it sounds like this dude loves her and she kind of doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was saying that he's trying to settle down, so.
Yeah, and
she's
like
24.
I mean, 24 and 30, like there's not a huge difference in like maturity level, but there's definitely a huge difference in values.
When I was 24, I was fucking drinking a 12-pack of beer a day. So
yeah,
I don't drink at all now. I'm sober.
I don't know. My wife's been switched when I was 24. I was raising a child. Now I'm 30, being like, hey, who wants to hang out and fucking film videos in our basements?
All right, next one is going to come from advice. Title states ex sleeping with our 8-year-old daughter.
Oh my fucking lord.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to bleep the age most likely.
Holy shit.
Just put a pro football player's number up there.
True. So let me read this. Oh, hold on. We have an ETA here. Okay. We'll read this first part. The concerns are more recent, and I was told by my lawyers that I have no chance of getting anywhere with it. He denies it through his teeth, but her expressing herself recently is new, and I want to know if I had any chance at helping her. I am doing my best with the information I'm given by my lawyers, and I was thinking about calling CPS a lot last week. So, and then now we'll read the full story. I know co-sleeping is normal for people. I know once in a while is perfectly fine. I'm very conflicted how to handle how the situation is so far. My ex and I share custody of our daughter 50-50. She's 8 and definitely pre-puberty. She needs to wear deodorant already, and she's already started using training bras. The mood changes as well as acne are apparent. At home with me, she sleeps in her own bed with her father despite having her own bed. He chooses to sleep in her bed with her. This is where my issue is.
He chooses to sleep in her bed?
Yes.
That's fucking.
Okay.
She expressed to me on numerous occasions and to other people that she doesn't want to sleep with him. So, myself and my lawyers explained to him that in separate occasions he needs to stop and give her her own space. This still has not happened.
Pause. Arrest him, lock him up, burn the cage with him inside of it.
Under the prison.
Holy fuck, dude. That's insane. Like, it's one thing if it was like, hey, I'm scared, let me sleep in your bed, versus obviously not him going to her being like, I'm
Hey,
scared.
I'm
But, like,
We sleep under your bed.
but like, yeah, like the other way around, it's like that's one thing, but like to actively be in her room,
Yeah.
that's fucking weird, bro. Like, you leave your kid alone, especially with like the expressing the interest is not.
Yeah. Well, and from what I've heard from people I know, CPS has rules about certain sexed children's having their own rooms.
Yeah, I
So,
believe it's up until about 8 years old or 10 years old or something like that.
yeah.
Because then your kids need separate rooms. If they're at least if they're the opposite gender.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like 2 people per room
Yeah.
up until like 10 or something like that. I don't remember exactly. A whole lot of living codes.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Very good. So yeah, a few weeks ago, she had a friend over for a sleepover, and she cried about the idea of sharing the bed because she only gets space when she's with me. Last week, she came home smelling extremely bad, like a man's body odor. I know her
Ugh.
father profusely sweats at night. I messaged him again about it in a very professional way. I asked him to allow her to have her privacy, especially as she reaches these stages in life. I didn't accuse him of anything or bring up what I've heard from her, just simply that this arrangement may be inappropriate.
I feel gross right now. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, like, ew, all sweaty and nasty. Like, I'm a sweaty sleeper. Like, that's fucking
Yeah, same.
disgusting, bro. Like, your daughter smells like your ex-husband's sweat. Like, ugh. Brother, ew.
But she continues after, it didn't stop. She said, and this is in reference to the daughter, Dad says he prefers my bed because it's more comfortable and he won't let me sleep on the couch. I'm afraid of not doing enough to help, but it's not illegal, apparently. I have no idea how I can help her. If I can call CPS, I am afraid of the repercussions it will have. And again, it's not illegal. I wonder, does she really not want to sleep with him? Is she being honest? Is there not a damn thing I can do for her?
Yeah. Shoot him in the face. Give her to your sister.
That's tough, right? Because like with it being a parent involved, like they have certain rights and stuff and like all that. But then you're also as like being a protective parent, being like, hey, this isn't sitting right.
Yeah.
And for the father not to be respectful of that, not to be respectful of the daughter, I feel like the best option without escalating it to authorities would be to sit down, the three of you, and discuss it openly and honestly with maybe your lawyer
Yeah.
present and have his lawyer present if he can afford one. If not, fucking sucks to suck.
I'd call the police. I don't know where they are, But I know Washington has a lot of laws that help.
Well, if she has a lawyer
Parents.
and she's saying that it's not illegal, then I'm sure she's already talked about it. But like that's where you have the mediation, and then you just make it very clear, like, hey, if something ever does happen, you need to tell me,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But then it's always that situation because, like, if I was a parent, I wouldn't want the solution to be if something happens. You would want it to never happen.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's like you just gotta catch him in a Gideon predator sting and fucking hope to God that your fucking daughter gets taken away from that horrible man. Jesus.
Saying you off him.
Back to the digging a shallow hole thing. It seems to be the solution to most of our problems, BJ.
Yep. Comments state, this is totally creepy. One of these was saying that he's denying her consent. This one says it sounds like he's trying to groom a child.
And honestly, on that note, I feel like her saying, like, is my daughter being honest? I feel like that's her coping to be like, maybe there's no way he can be a creep. You know what I mean? Like, you're coping with yourself.
You married the guy. You are the one that had a child with him. You should know how he is.
You would know better than anybody.
If you ever felt pressured, then he is 100% pressuring her. Ugh. Shit. What's up, guys? Today's podcast is sponsored by Drink Bleach. It's the only thing that'll cleanse your insides and your sins. Don't forget, drink bleach.
All right. So now that we're done with the different advice, dating advice, and all that, we're going to be moving on to Am I the Asshole and Am I the Devil, which is just like a worse version of Am I the Asshole. What do we got, Noah?
All right. So this first one is going to be coming off Reddit, Off My Chest. It was 23 days ago by the Prophesizer. Title, I ruined my life. Or sorry, my wife's life. I, 27M, ruined my wife's life. 26F. When I came into the picture, she pretty much had a nearly perfect life. She had her business in full swing and was incredibly successful. She had her very active hobbies, which she partook in every day, and it blended well with her work. She was very fit and in great shape, which was maintained in part by her hobbies being active. She was really happy with life. Then I came along. We fell in love basically immediately, and within a couple months, she ended up pregnant. She was nervous, but I was ecstatic. She had the baby since she knew how badly I wanted a family, but the pregnancy was hard on her energy wise. It pretty much exhausted her to the point where she couldn't do any of her hobbies, which were all activity based, and that was off to a bad start. As the pregnancy went on, her self image took a plunge as her athletic body grew.
And they were married at this point?
It looks like, I mean, yeah, it says wife.
Okay.
But maybe not at this point because it says we fell in love immediately. Within a couple months, she ended up pregnant.
Yeah.
So, anyways, even though she bounced back to her pre-pregnancy weight, she says that she can barely even stand to look at herself in the mirror anymore. Giving birth was traumatizing. 36 hours of labor. Her epidural failed, so she had to suffer through it naturally. Last-minute complications made it so unexpectedly they had to reach in and pull our son out, which was extremely painful for her. And the hospital staff abandoned her to her own devices. They didn't show her how to clean herself or anything. She had to YouTube it. They also completely forgot to give her a prescription pain med for the disability. So the 5 days she was there, she suffered bad from withdrawals, and then they cut her off of them. We came home, and our maid basically let the house get filthy. This dude's got a maid. The maid also let my wife's service. The maid also let my wife's service dog out in the rain, and then didn't dry him like instructed. So the service dog got skin infections. Those were expensive vet bills. Those were expensive vet bills. Yes, we let her go. That's crazy. Then I had to go back to work right away because the job I got to insure us didn't offer paternity leave because of how new I was.
So hold up. I feel like we need to pause for a second.
This is a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot. So they fell in love, got pregnant within the first couple months. Then she ended up giving birth in a situation that was like pretty traumatizing from my understanding. And then once she got home, she had to basically YouTube all the videos of how to take care of herself. And then you fired the maid for letting your dog out and not drying it because it got skin infections.
I for a second I thought they meant they killed the dog.
That's what I thought too.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be crazy. No,
Expensive
so
vet
at first
bills.
I thought
Yes, we
like
let
the
her
dog
go.
had caused the wife to get infections, right?
Right.
But it's like, what was wrong with that dog to get skin infections? My dogs play in the rain all the
For
time.
real.
So like, first of all, I feel like that's a little fucking extreme. Like, I don't think those are necessarily related.
Most of all, has anyone had a kidney stone? Because I have, and it's worse than childbirth. I don't care who you are. I've asked doctors. Doctors say the same thing. We even asked. I was at the ER last week, and our nurse said, "Yep, the kidney stone is way worse than all 5 of her kids."
I don't know, man. I've never experienced either.
Kidney stone is hell.
All right, thanks for derailing everything. Yeah, so it's like, I feel like this dude is already kind of setting himself up in the tone of an asshole, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, you noticed all these things, but what were you doing to help? Granted, we haven't read the whole story yet, but I feel like the dog thing is already kind of a big flag for me because it's like animals just don't get fucking skin infections from the rain. So it's like, what was wrong with the dog? It's like a big shaggy dog and like mold grew under it, but like even then I feel like I don't know. I feel like we need to hear more. Sorry.
So to continue, then I had to go work right away because he didn't have maternity insurance, and our baby was never seen this word. Our baby was colicky, so it was
Oh,
hell.
that means they cry a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they have trouble sleeping, they can't they cry a lot. They're just super fussy.
Yeah, it says my wife struggled to manage while trying to heal as well. And then when my wife did start her business back up, turns out it was almost undoable with a screaming newborn, which we previously were led to believe we could balance it between naps and such, but it was not the case at all. So my mother moved in to help watch the baby while my wife, the breadwinner, worked to keep a roof over our heads, and I worked to keep us insured. Now we found that my wife is pregnant again, which of course I'm thrilled about, but my wife dreads. Also, a big falling out with my mother, who was getting controlling over how we raised our kid and tried to shut out my wife. So now
Okay,
she isn't in the picture.
pause. So first of all, I just want to say like I feel like the wife has every reason to dread this. Like
Yeah. There's a reason we're not having another.
like first of all, like having a kid is like having a literal parasite in you. It's feeding off of all of your nutrients. You are making sure that thing grows. Like that takes a fuck ton out of you.
Exactly.
And like for him to be like even questioning of like why she would be apprehensive, I feel like is kind of fucked up because it's like he said it himself, like we just went over, all those things were not done correctly, all these things happen. Like I'd be
Right.
scared shitless too, bro.
But yeah, next we got yeah, they had the falling out and the mother side of the picture. And then because we need my insurance for the next baby, things are boiling down to my wife having to give up the business she built to be a stay-at-home mom, which she hates. Basically, I came into my wife's life, I put an end to her hobbies, ruined her self-image, crippled her business, stripped away her identity, and put her through a traumatic event that will eventually scar her for her whole life.
Get the feeling of the sentiment because it's like, oh man, she had all these things going, but it's like, did she want to have the kid, or did she just kind of do it because you wanted the kid? Because if she wanted the kid, that is her choice ultimately, especially in states like where we live. If she wants the kid, she's having the kid. If she doesn't want the kid, she's getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he's got how she feels.
All right, let's go.
And to top it all off, before people say, "But you gave her a son," she doesn't love him. Every time she sees him, he is a reminder of how she was mistreated in the hospital. Every time he cries, he is a reminder of how she lost her business because of him. Every time he cries and wakes her up in the middle of the night, it's a reminder that her happy life is gone. I ruined everything she loved, and she knows it. I hate knowing that I'm the worst thing that's ever happened to her. That's where it ends.
Guess what, princess? Life's not fucking great. Deal with it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with PJ to an extent because it's like, dude, like you chose to have the baby, and if it was for religious reasons on why you chose to have the baby, like you chose to keep the baby.
Birth control.
Birth control is a thing. Condoms is a thing.
Why would you have a second kid?
That's what I'm saying. If you hated the first one so bad, why would you not be taking the steps?
Yeah,
like
no, absolutely.
We love our son. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad about him. Our pregnancy was fucked. she was fucked the whole pregnancy. So therefore, we're not going to have another. And we are taking the steps to not have another.
Yeah. Yeah. No, honestly, like, if she's not feeling it, like, there needs to be a conversation that's been had and be like, hey, we need to get to a family therapist, right? Because it's like, the kid is here whether you like it or not, whether you want him or not, the kid's here. Now, you can be that person that goes out and gets a pack of smokes and a gallon of milk and never comes back.
Yeah.
Or you can figure out the root cause of the issue. Because if it's just like some PTSD of the hospital and that constant reminder of how you had everything going, there's going to be situations in life after things get easier where you go, oh my God, thank God I did this. Like when you see that kid fucking start mirroring things that you say, you do, your mannerisms, when you look into their eyes and you fucking see yourself looking in a mirror when you were like 7 years old, like you're going to appreciate all those things. And it's like right now they're putting the cart before the horse basically and being like, nothing's perfect, everything's falling apart. It's like, yes, but that's part of having children. You give up these things, you sacrifice things, and you create a person that will hopefully one day be better than you.
Exactly. I literally told Emily, I was like, if Walker says he wants something, I'll sell whatever I need to do for him. Like, I will drop all of my shit so my child can have what he wants.
Yeah.
And same thing for my wife. I told her to quit her job. Yeah, it makes it a little more stressful right now, but I'd rather her be home with him and raising him than stressing and having someone else watch.
So what was his question of is he an asshole about ruining his her life?
It was more of questioning if he did ruin her life, and then everybody's saying yes.
No, I would say as a group, you both ruined her life. You chose to have a child and then chose to not take the steps to not have another one.
Right. It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
This one reads, I kind of cringed when after reading how her pregnancy made her life hell, you said she's pregnant again and you're still excited.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
They said, why don't you get a vasectomy? This dude needs to figure out how to use condoms.
Like, yep, exactly. Yeah. That's what we said as well. Like, you just got to protect your fucking, wrap your tool. Don't be a fool.
Yeah.
And then some of these are, let this be a lesson, ladies. Choose someone that values you over what you can do for them. That's the difference of your life and this one.
That's crazy because, like, I feel like this is kind of one-sided because it's like, yeah, everyone's like, yeah, you ruined her life. But it's like, no, bro. Like,
you guys made a bad choice.
Exactly. Shit happens. Now, are you an asshole for, like, if you're, like, in any way, shape, or form, like, upset that she doesn't want to have a second kid? Yeah, you're an asshole. Yeah. If you feel like you ruined her life, that's, I feel like, part of that, like, whole being a new parent depression of, like, hey, we had all these things going and now we need to adjust.
Yeah. Well, that, and she told you she was unhappy, so why would you want to have another?
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that she told you how she felt should have been enough.
And, like, from the sounds of it, it doesn't sound like it sounds like they're fairly well off. They have a fucking maid.
Yeah, I don't got a fucking
So it's
maid.
like, why can't you get insurance?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. I feel like the cost of a maid would easily be the cost of insurance. You can literally get insurance for your baby and just your baby if you're really all that worried about it.
That's what we're going to do.
Like,
and I want Walker's doctor to be cheaper.
And on top of it...
Google, shut the fuck up, bitch! We're fucking on a podcast, you dumb fuck!
Don't worry, she's not on the mics.
All right.
Anyways, off to our next one here. We got, am I the asshole for punishing my daughter for not coming to my wedding?
Probably.
Yeah.
This is already tagged with the asshole tag, meaning everybody hates this person.
I can be devil's advocate. Let's go. This dude's a saint.
Do your best. Let's see. I got married last week in my parents' house, which has been in the family for generations.
Beautiful. For health. It's beautiful. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. For health reasons, only immediate family was there. My daughter, 16F, had been calling her new stepmom, 21F, names like homewrecker and prostitute. And I have been patient with her. She assumes I left her late mother because she had breast cancer. However, I did.
Dad?
Yeah, this is the dad. However,
I meant our dad.
Oh, my bad. I thought you meant, is this the dad? But however, I did not leave her mother for having cancer. Nobody decides to have cancer.
I fucking hope not, dude.
However, Her late mother kept using her illness to devalue me and my sense of identity. She'd criticize the way that I was taking care of her, and even stuff like my hygiene or the cologne I was wearing. She made me feel worthless, and I felt like she was projecting her own insecurities by saying the smell of my cologne was disgusting because she never made an effort to keep herself up. And despite the fact that I objectively found her disgusting at some times,
Damn.
I stuck by her until my self esteem was destroyed.
That's rough, right? Because it's like, if you truly love somebody and you're willing to stick through their shit, like, that's commendable. But at the same time, like, dude, what is your issue over there? No, why are you fucking cackling? You need to explain
I'm
yourself, dude.
sorry, dude, but it's like he's like, yeah, she didn't like my cologne, so my wife going through cancer treatment was objectively disgusting.
Yeah.
What?
Jesus Christ, bro. That's bad. Yeah, but like, so I don't know. It's hard to defend this guy, man. Holy shit.
You keep trying. I'll keep reading. I would work hard closing deals all day to be acknowledged for my efforts at work, but yet I'd go home and she'd criticize and nag me about every ounce of my being. I met her, I met her stepmom. So he met the new girl. Met her stepmom when I was in a dark place. She made me feel like I could be myself again. My wife made me feel unattractive and sexless with my and with my new wife, I felt alive. Just the fact that she appreciated me and felt physical chemistry with me made me want to do anything for her, to want to provide for her. That's when I decided not to bullshit my wife anymore and file for a divorce, since my daughter's relatives from her mom's side had been poisoning her against me. Last weekend, when I and her stepmom went to the site of the wedding early, we expected to see her drive into the wedding later, but instead she ended up going to stay with her aunt. Everybody asked where she was, and there was chaos from my side of the family locating her. As punishment, I took her car and allowance away, and I've taken her phone away until I feel that she can learn to be respectful towards someone I very much love. And that will be impossible for her to do if she keeps having to hear from her late mom's side of the family. My parents have called and said that I was being too harsh. However, even when things are tough, I feel I cannot let a child of mine believe that they can just do whatever they want. Am I the asshole?
I'm sorry. So this child is at least 16, correct?
And the
Probably
mom has
16.
passed away because they said late mother, right?
Yes.
God, no, I can't defend this man.
Yeah.
You can't, you gotta try.
Well, like at first it was like, oh, she has breast cancer. Who's to say like she's
Yeah, my
like
fat
terminal
bitch
breast
ex-wife.
cancer or something? Because like, it's like, okay, it's just because someone has breast cancer doesn't mean like they're at the stage where they're in a hospital bed or in a bed on hospice or something to the point where it's like a burden. Like, so it's like, I don't know, man. This guy's a dick, dude.
This guy's a dick.
Like,
And I mean, so the kid's at least 16. She can make her own choices. She has a car. I mean, she doesn't have to live with you. She can go get emancipated. Like, there are plenty of things that she don't have to do shit for you. You're just her dad.
like I get the sentiment of being like, oh, hey, I'm your father. I want you at this wedding. Yada yada yada. And then as the daughter, you should at least fucking show up and just mind your P's and Q's.
But I mean, if your dad hit you with an ultimatum and was like, "You're gonna show up to this wedding, or I'm gonna take all your shit," yeah, guess what, bud?
Here's all my shit.
I'm not gonna be there. You want to try and test me? You can test me, dog, because that don't work. Especially to, no offense to any women out there, teenage women are pretty wild.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go, "Hey, don't do that." And you know what the first thing they're gonna do is? That.
Yeah. But like again, like breast cancer doesn't have to necessarily be the cause of someone ruining your relationship.
Yeah.
Like when they're mentioning the fact like, oh, they're saying like my cologne is disgusting and stuff and all this other things. It's God, I can't even pretend, Noah. Like, this is fucking retarded. This dude is an awful human being. Like, just change your fucking cologne. Take a goddamn shower. She's going through fucking chemo more than likely. Oh my God.
Yeah.
His wife's got cancer and he's mad that she's not bouncing on it. I mean, I'm sorry,
Like,
dude.
I can't do it, dude. Like, I'm trying, and like, I can't even think of even a slight reason that it would be okay.
Cancer and chemo changes you. Like, it alters your genes to help you get rid of that shit.
Literally radiation therapy,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
so I'm fucking sorry. You smell like shit now, dude. You
And
probably
then it's
smelled like
like,
shit before. She just
not
saw through it.
only that, it's like you're ex-wife is now dead, and you're
Yeah.
mad at your daughter for not liking your new young wife. Like,
I think the daughter's mad valid for calling his new wife homewrecker and prostitute.
I agree. His
Shit's
wife's a
fucking hilarious.
I don't know. If anything, it's effective. It's obviously struck a nerve.
Yeah, everybody here says, this reads like you cheated on your wife while she was dying of cancer, and now you're punishing your daughter for having a problem with it. All right, so our next one comes from Am I the Asshole? It is also labeled asshole. Am I the asshole for not having cake for her birthday?
Probably.
Yeah.
I, 34F, have two boys, 10M and 8M, and my husband, Dirk, 40.
This fucking name is Dirk.
Your first problem was marrying some fuckhead with the name Dirk.
Are you the fucking villain in Back to the Future? Like, my name's, what was his name? Butch? Can't even fucking remember.
So this is already coming off great because the parentheses are only over the husband and the daughter. But my husband, Dirk, 40M, has a daughter from another relationship, Gwen, just turned 6. We are a healthful household, and we teach moderation and controlling how much we take in and how much we have treats. We're also very active and strive to get the boys moving. However, Gwen is only here 2 weekends a month, and her mother has the exact opposite attitude. In all honesty, that one's blood type is probably ketchup. Similarly,
Oh my god.
Bro, it's okay. My fucking spirit animal's mayonnaise.
Similarly, Gwen is about 20 pounds heavier than a 5-year-old girl is supposed to be. It makes me sad for this child and her health. So that
Wait, she didn't buy her cake because she's a fat shit kid?
Jesus Christ.
I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad.
So it makes me sad for this child and her health. So when we get her, I try to teach Gwen about healthy eating and moving around. We have the boys play with her so she's getting active, and we make a distinction between foods that are healthy and those that aren't. When I see one of the kids reaching for a treat or for treat food in the pantry, I'll ask, "Would you like to make a healthier choice?" And Gwen is really getting it. She's always going for the better treats and is always asking for fruit at home, which is really good. Gwen's birthday ended up falling on one of her weekends with us, and while we were out talking about what kind of cake to have, I asked Gwen about the healthier choice. My reasoning is unfortunately she's getting all that garbage at home, and it's just not good for a growing girl. She agreed, and we decided to have some low-fat ice cream so she can still have a treat. It's a brand Gwen loves and asks for it every time she's here, so she was happy with it. Until the next day, after she went back to her mom. Her mom called us furious. She said that when Gwen got home and she asked about her birthday and her cake, Gwen started crying because she really did want a cake, but didn't want to make a bad choice. She accused me of fat shaming her daughter and that I owe her a cake and a big apology.
Pause. That mother's probably a fat shit.
Yeah, I agree. You wouldn't give my daughter a cake.
I mean, here we are, PJ. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
But
Who fucking cares, dude? It's a fucking cake. It ain't gonna fucking kill her.
Says this is the last little bit. I'm just looking out for the health of a child in my care, but I never said Gwen couldn't have cake and she could have one if she wanted one. I suggested sticking to ice cream because I care. But did I go about it in an asshole way?
Yeah, you groomed her into a fruit instead of a fucking cake.
I don't think the parent is an asshole, the step parent, whatever you want to call her. I think the mother's an asshole for being super mad that the other mom decided to give her healthy alternatives. But go buy your kid a cake.
Yeah, dude. If you're
Just go
fucking
buy your
worried
kid a
about it-
cake real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, honey. Well, you gotta understand and appreciate, like, ice cream's easy or whatever. You gotta make up a fucking lie.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's a bitch. Let me go get you a cake. I mean, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
The comments read, "You're the asshole. She's 6. Give the child a goddamn cake for her birthday and go on
Yeah.
a walk."
You're not giving her fucking 14 cans of Coke. You're giving her fucking a piece of cake.
They also said, "FYI, you're gonna give her body image issues for the rest of her life."
No, all these people are fat fucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even joking. Like, I've been fat my whole fucking life,
Same.
and I swear to God, I wish there was some fucking parent out there that goes, Kevin, put the fucking fork down. Hey, do you really need to put grape jelly in your mac and cheese? Like, fucking cut it out. I wish
Hold
there
on.
was someone
Did
to
you say fucking grape jelly and mac and cheese? What the fuck?
It's delicious.
That's insane.
It's delicious.
That
Fucking
is
try
insane.
it. I used to put grape jelly and
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
colored butter in my mac and cheese. It was delicious and disgusting
Oh God,
looking.
I can't do it.
But I wish someone would have stopped me because now I have big old movies and I ain't happy about it.
That's what I'm saying.
You still
Yeah, I just
eat
ate
that?
to make my parents proud
Never.
of me.
I've not eaten that since I was like 8 years old. I mean 18 years old. I mean 8 years old.
Gonna have to make the astronauts without helmets cookbook.
Oh God, that'd be horrendous.
This guy's a chef, by the way. This dude's a literal chef, by the way. That's a dude.
Hey, that's not. That is very true, actually.
Okay, this is gonna be our here. I'll let you guys choose. Okay, for the last one.
All right.
Do we do? Am I the asshole for making my children pay for their portion of our family vacation? Or am I the asshole for telling my sister it's not my fault she could never go to her dream school?
Let's do the pay one because I've got info for this. I got
Yeah,
input
right.
on this.
First of all, I just want to say, how old are the children? Because that's going to determine on the fact if I think you're an asshole.
12.
Okay, that's pretty
All right,
fucked
let's
up.
go. Let's
That's
go.
pretty
Let's go.
fucked up.
So, we've been planning to going on a vacation to Cuba for the Christmas holidays for the week. It's pretty pricey for the Christmas holidays, but it's the only time we can all go. We have 3 children. One 20 female, one 15 male, and one 12 female. And we are making them pay for their own ticket and part of the hotel since we wouldn't be financially stable enough for the 5 plane tickets and such.
Sounds like you don't need to go on vacation.
Yeah.
My 12-year-old daughter has been complaining that since the other 2 have jobs and she doesn't have one, it's just not fair.
It's not fair. She's
No.
12 years
The
old.
only one that should be putting any money in is a 20-year-old because in theory you're either not living
How-
with or you're going to move out.
How old was the middle child?
15.
No, I disagree. That 15-year-old should be mowing lawns. I don't care.
That's fair.
Now, granted, it maybe not shouldn't be like, hey, you need to pay for your whole fucking fare, but it's like,
Yeah, we
no.
did some shit to buy weed when we were 15. There's things you can do.
there's things you can do. You can go fucking mow lawns.
You're
fucking
buying
hustle.
dirt weed. You're not going to Cuba.
Still,
I mean, bro, like,
weed back then was more expensive than it
go
is now
buy
'cause we
a
didn't
box
know.
of candy bars and go fucking sell them
We're
like you did
paying-
for school.
Nobody
Wait.
bought that shit.
We were paying 20
You know
bucks
nobody
for
was
a
buying
ball.
those candy bars.
It was a scam. It was all fucking drug money getting laundered into the education system. But we're gonna save that for conspiracy day.
Conspiracy Day is gonna be a good one.
All right, to continue, my 12-year-old daughter's been complaining that since the other 2 have jobs, she doesn't. It's just not fair. However, we've decided to stick firm with it and will be equal to all. Their other option is if they don't want to pay for it, is staying at grandma's. She has savings, which are enough to cover the vacation, but she wants to save up for a phone. My other 2 children aren't happy that they have to pay for their own, but they're willing to since we'd be going to Cuba. Am I the asshole for making them pay? I feel like most families don't make their children pay for their own tickets, but since we all really want to go, my wife thinks it's the best option. Edit. My 12-year-old daughter, almost 13, is going to 8th grade, and she's worked at our business a couple times, which would help me pay for her.
I don't know, man. Like, I think I was 16 when we went to Disneyland, and I didn't have to pay for anything, but I had to drive a lot. But then all the ones after that, I had to pay for.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the boat of like, you're not really an asshole except for the 12-year-old.
Yeah, the 12-year-old
Like-
can't make their own money, really.
A 12-year-old shouldn't need money.
Yeah,
They should basically be able to come to you with a reason why they want something, and for you to be a nice enough parent to be able to like actually, decide that they fucking need it or not. And like, be reasonable. Your kid wants something you think stupid, just get it for him. You thought something was cool that your parents thought were stupid.
if I was that 12-year-old, I'd be like, nope, I'm just gonna live with grandma now.
Yeah, no,
Fuck you guys.
literally, it sounds more like they didn't want their kids to come.
Yeah, they were trying to get him not to go.
That's what it sounded like. But
What
they
they
didn't
really
want to
did
just
was-
flat out and say it.
Yeah, they booked a fucking swingers resort, is what they really did. They were trying to get the
I don't
kids
even
to
think
not
it was
go.
like that, but like, I mean, I don't know, because to me, anytime you tell a kid they need to raise money, it's because you don't want them to do that
Yeah,
thing.
no, I agree.
or you at least want it to be challenging. But a
Um,
fucking flight in a hotel. How much is a flight to Cuba, Noah? Did you get that?
The cheapest that I'm finding is $1,200.
Yeah, get shafted.
Yeah, like he said, she has almost enough for a new phone. That's like the new iPhone,
Yeah.
bro. It was like $1,200.
Now, they had to pay for their flight, but they also had to pay for a portion of the hotel room. So that's
So like you're looking at like another $200, bro.
dude,
Minimum
for a 12-year-old.
for a 12-year-old, bro. How long does it take a 12-year-old to save up as much hundreds of dollars as they are old? Like,
I never got that much when I was that young.
like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I had $1,200 into my name until I was 17.
Yeah.
What's the comment saying? I'm sure they're roasting him.
Every single person. I could understand 20 years old, but 12 years old?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Even the Dursleys made Harry Potter take paid vacations with the old neighbor.
That's fucking gold.
Yeah, that dude lived in the stairs and he still got to go.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
I got to go to the zoo and meet the snake.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, I know nothing about Harry Potter. But yeah, so what's that put us at time-wise?
That's an hour. We can wrap.
Fuck
Cool.
yeah, thanks for coming to the Astronauts Without Helmets Let's try that again. Thank you for coming to the Astronauts Without Helmets podcast. We hope to see you next week. Let us know in the comments any crazy asshole stories or your favorite Reddit subs so that we can look at them next time. Peace.
Later.
That was a great way to end it.
What's up, brothers? Today's podcast brought to you by Bleach. Fuck, I'm retarded. I said it wrong.
Don't stop.
What's up, brothers? Today's podcast brought to you by Drink Bleach. It's the only thing that'll clean your insides and your asshole. You know what I'm saying? You put this in your shit, you put it on your clothes, you put it in your dishes. It cleans everything. This is brought to you by Not Rotten Macho Man Randy Rand. This is...
Get your mic. You got your mic? Hit the goddamn fly already, PJ.